two big news I wanted to share with my viewers before getting right into this battle. I have revived a Twitter account under my name. From this day on, I will be using this Twitter to, you know, pretty much tweet my latest news, and not to mention, now I will start handling all my battles. I will start accepting all my battle requests via Twitter. It's a little bit hectic to accept battles simply on YouTube, so please follow me on Twitter. Link will be below on the description. Second news is I'm going to attend the Legend of Zelda Symphony of Goddesses in San Francisco. So I mean, it's not until like August, but hey, I bought the tickets, right? That's all that matters. Anyways, we're moving on. Okay, that's it, we're done. Tomoyo is issuing challenge. I'm gonna lead off with the Nidoking now, and well, my opponent is actually gonna lead off with the Manectric, and I kind of expected that. Now I also expect that my opponent is gonna switch into Crobat. Crobat is the only thing that is immune to the Earth Power, so I knew that, and I went for the Ice Beam. No, my Nidoking is not carrying the Life Orb, it's carrying a Choice Scarf. I'm kind of sad now, you know, I really wish that it was carrying a Life Orb, because I would definitely have killed, but even a Choice Scarf Nidoking does not outspeed a motherfucking Crobat. My opponent's team is really fast, he has the Mega Manectric and the Crobat, so, and not to mention the Weavile too. I am stuck on Choice Scarf. I'm going to go for the Ice Beam now, and it's going to do absolutely nothing. Nothing to that Jellicent. So, expecting like a Scald now, I'm going to have to get out of here, or even a Will-O-Wisp, honestly. Whatever. I'm going to go into Ferrothorn now. Now, I don't really care if my Ferrothorn gets burned, because I just want to set up rocks. Once I set up rocks, that Crobat is gone for good. His only defogger in his team is, of course, that Crobat. I mean, that Crobat might not even have defog, but yeah, it doesn't even matter, since rocks will easily finish off Crobat once I set it up. Luckily, this Jellicent doesn't have Taunt, or maybe my opponent just chooses not to stay in. Whatever, regardless is great. I'm so glad this Jellicent does not carry Taunt. I'm free to go for a Stealth Rock. Now he's going to go into the Escavalier. I mean, probably expecting I was going to use a grass move or something, you know. Ferrothorn can be pretty darn offensive, but no, I'm not an offensive guy, Ferrothorn. I knew he was going to go for a knockoff. I don't have any Mega Pokemon, so, you know, something did have to get knocked off, but, you know, whatever. Ferrothorn did its job, and I just want to land my Leaf Seed, but of course I missed. He's going to switch out, he's going to go into the Manectric again. That's great. I mean, you know, Manectric obviously has Flamethrower or Overheat. Not that it matters, I just want to grab my Leaf Seed. And I'm expecting like a Flamethrower now, but finally, right, I'm glad I landed my Leaf Seed. And here I'm going to switch out, obviously. I do want to preserve my Ferrothorn. And I'm going to go into the Keldeo. Wait, what? Keldeo? Repel, why would you bring out Keldeo? It's a water type. Well, I know for a fact he's not going to go for a Volt Switch or a Thunderbolt because I have the Nidoking. And as a matter of fact, he's going to go for a Flamethrower because, well, I just have my Ferrothorn just chilling right here. So I know for a fact he's going to go for a Flamethrower. And I know what you guys are thinking, it doesn't matter, Mega Manectric is just going to outspeed you. Yeah, I know that, I'm not scarfed, but that doesn't really matter. Because really, I just want to kind of stall him out a little bit, just grab some more Leech Seeds. And now, I'm going to do another switch. Yes, I'm switching back and forth, but I know for a fact he's going to go for an electric move, like a Volt Switch or a Thunderbolt. I'm going to go to Nidoking now, it's going to cancel that Volt Switch and Nidoking. So that's really great, I safely bring out the Nidoking without having to you know, even get hit by a Flamethrower. And this Manectric just lost, you know, 2 Leech Seed Saps. So he's sitting at already half HP, and not to mention my rocks are already up, so things aren't looking too good here. And my Nidoking hits like a fucking truck. You guys already know that, like sheer force Nidoking. Even without a Life Orb, it still hits pretty darn hard, but again, it doesn't quite kill, so I'm just really sad now. I really wish I just brought a Life Orb instead of a Choice Scarf, and put a Choice Scarf on my Keldeo. I think that's what I really should have done. Expecting really any attack, any physical attack, I just decided to go into the Ferrothorn. He actually just went for the Brick. So I actually could have stayed in with the Nidoking, eat it really darn well, but you know, whatever. Arm Barbs will finish it off. Kind of does suck, that did a little bit more than I expected. Now here comes the Manectric yet again. Now we already know that he went for the Flamethrower when I switched out. But, you know, I still don't want to play any games here. I don't want to, you know, gamble. So I'm going to go to Nidoking now. If he does go for the Flamethrower, you know, whatever. It still won't really do too much. And my opponent way over-predicted, expecting the Keldeo to come out. But no, I'm not going to do the same thing twice. You can't. You just can't. So here comes the Crobat now, which, honestly, I think my opponent should have brought the Crobat much sooner to see, you know, scout what I'm going to be in. He still doesn't know that I am Choice Scarf, just simply because, well, I mean, I'm just switching my Nidoking in and out because of that Jellicent, you know. I think any person would switch out the Nidoking. He projects that really nicely and goes for a Shadow Ball, and it does quite a lot. But I think I can still live one more. I went for the HP Grass now. I am Choice Specs, but you know, Jellicent is pretty fucking fat. But you know, it's gonna be a nice 2-hit KO. Just Shadow Ball. You know, I might be able to live it, but I don't. Thanks to that. Awesome critical hit. None of that matters. I hate you, Keldeo. Honestly, I don't know why. I just don't like using Keldeo that much. Like every time, you know, I'm thinking, okay, I gotta give it a chance. I gotta give Keldeo a chance, but I just can't. I love so many water types, but Keldeo is just, I don't know how to use Keldeo, I suppose. You know, I give it a Life Orb, it just sucks. I give it a Choice Scarf, it just sucks. I give it a Choice Spec, it just sucks. I teach it Calm Mind, it sucks too. I don't know what to do. Regardless, I'm gonna go for Thunderbolt. Now his Manectric obviously resists Thunderbolt, but like I mentioned, my rocks are up and my opponent has been switching his Manectric back and forth. Manectric actually can't take another Thunderbolt coming from a Life Orb Zapdos. Now he's gonna go into his Manectric and look at that. Rocks damage. He's only at like 25% left. You know, any attack will fucking kill it. He's gonna go for the HP Ice, fair enough, but it's not gonna quite kill Zapdos. Which is why I love Zapdos. Despite Zapdos' awesome offensive prowess, Zapdos has quite a good amount of bulk too. That's why you see, like, you know, defensive Zapdos too, but not mine. Mine's offensive. Here comes the Escavalier now. Now I didn't go for a Heat Wave yet. I didn't, you know, show it off, but yeah, of course now I do. Escavalier usually do carry Assault Vest, but even an Assault Vest Escavalier will not appreciate a fucking Heat Wave coming from Life Orb Zapdos. And now my opponent has one last Pokemon left, the Barbaracle. If it has Focus Sash, it doesn't matter. I just broke it, and I'm gonna finish it off with that Thunderbolt. Luckily, successfully, I landed my Stealth Box early. So, lesson learned, kids. Always set up your hazards as early as you can. But sometimes it's not always necessary. But if it does, it's, you know, it's a great opportunity. So, thank you to Mario for issuing this challenge yet again. If you guys like this battle, please leave that like. Hey, and make sure to follow me on Twitter now. I'll have all the latest updates on Twitter, and not to mention I'll be accepting battles from Twitter. No longer on YouTube, it's just too hectic, so make sure to comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.